Always.
So, Laurel, we do a series that TW runs, a segment, I'm sorry, on a photo and react,
Okay.
right? He'll show you pictures and images, and then you react to them. So if you just bear with us while we do this,
Let me
T-Dub's
set
gonna
it
bring
up. And that's one of them. But here is the first one. What do you, this thing went a little viral. What are your thoughts on this?
Do you have the video that goes with it? Not that you should show it.
No, yeah, we do. But I just wanted to show this photo going, and I think it was on a bunch of podcasts, and ESPN put it on. It's been everywhere.
Well, of course, your kids keep you humble better than anybody, right? So, I mean, all they think about that video is like, what are you wearing? You know?
And what?
I love it.
And then I'm just going to go through these, and they're kind of random, so there's no particular order. All right, here's the next one. This is your post. Need someone to replace a shattered backboard.
That so on accident. Tony was so aggravated with me that this. He's like, "Why would you put that?" I'm like, "I did not put that." But it got on Twitter, right, or whatever.
Yeah, some guy found it on Twitter and posted it.
This is like a little local app, and I really wanted someone to come fix the backboard. I'm not sure somebody's gonna oh geez, that was hilarious.
And we had, obviously we had a 2K tournament, and Justin started talking about breaking the backboard. What do you remember about that?
I remember that, number one, it makes a great story. Two-hand dunk shatters it, and he said, "Don't worry, I'll pay for that." And I said, "Well, you're in the NBA now, so we're gonna pick you up on it. Hold you to it." And Justin, if you're watching, you still owe us that.
He said he did when we had him on the other day on the Twitch interview with Eli. But Eli said he broke it first.
Yeah, we've gone through like 4. So.
It's not the first post for her new backboard, basically.
Eli said I gotta ask you a question. Eli said he threw a rock at it, trying to actually not throw the rock at the backboard, trying to throw the rock over the backboard, and he mistakenly hit the back. What's that?
I don't know. We've back and forth. With that story, I feel like it's a little bit more like he was mad and actually threw a rock at the backboard. I could be wrong, but that sounds like, doesn't it?
But he also said he was punished.
I don't remember that.
He said he was punished for a month or 2.
What?
I was curious to know what the punishment was.
I honestly don't remember that he got punished. Maybe we made him work to help pay for it. I mean, that sounds like what we would do, so I'm just guessing. But most likely we gave him chores and, made him contribute toward replacement.
Okay.
Here's the next one is, what do you remember about or how were you feeling when you saw Tony go down it was a brief moment, but it was scary. Like what was going through your mind at that moment?
I mean, truthfully, where I was sitting, I didn't see him fall. I only saw it later on video. Someone told me, Tony just fell down, either fainted or something. So it's just word of mouth. And I was, so I was just kind of trying to see what happened. And then I saw him, the first time I saw him, he had gotten up. They were walking him out. I forgot who asked me, maybe Ethan, do you want to come back, to the locker room and see him? I think it was halftime, right?
Right.
And so I was like, yeah, I mean, I didn't feel worried. I know how he if he gets up real quick, he gets dizzy. That's just something that happens. So I figured that's what had happened. But yeah, I just teased him when I saw him. I was like, are you trying to coach the rest of this game? So.
And then you already kind of touched on this. That was foreshadowing into the. Do you have a good Shaq story for us with your time at LSU?
Well, I did. I might have danced with him while I was there. I mean, I can guarantee that he doesn't remember that because he was probably dancing with like 20 of us at one time. But and I did. This is embarrassing, but I did stop him in the quad and ask him for his autograph. And then that was his freshman year. And then I gave it to a friend of mine, a huge basketball fan. And now I'm like, how did I get it? Got it. And then I gave it away. So.
But wait a minute, let's talk about LSU longer because I watched the LSU football game with you once. We were at your house. All the recruits were over, and I forget who they were playing. It was a huge game. This is going back. What's that?
Alabama.
I want to say it was Alabama. This was going back 3 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
2 or 3 years ago, and it was a massive game. And you are quite a passionate fan.
I mean, I grew up watching LSU football. I grew up in a house that was like a mile or so. You could hear the LSU football games from our front yard. So, I mean, yeah, you just love LSU football. And if my kids didn't love LSU football, I'd be a bad parent. So, yeah, it's just down there, really.
And then this next one, the baptism of Devin Hall, and I know we briefly touched on your relationship with the church, but talk about like some of the players and how they also, many of them embrace it as well. I mean, I'm personally not religious, but I really admire their faith and all of it, and they really live it. It's quite amazing in terms of their involvement. So maybe
When you say they, you mean the players?
The players.
Yeah, I think, we've had so many. I mean, Mark and I talked about this earlier. We've had so many great guys come to this program. Some of them are people who share our faith. Some definitely aren't. But guys who, I feel like we have a lot of guys who do live out whatever it is, that they believe. And it's certainly our joy, to see people come to the faith and believe what we think is true and gives such joy and peace. I mean, gosh, I remember that with Devin. It was so awesome.
So cool. And it was like right after senior night, right after the Louisville game, he goes, he high fives all the fans, and then he goes, and then we get in the car and go to that church right up the hill. It's like,
So cool.
To tie it all together is it's pretty special, very special. He still talks about today as like one of the best days of his life, which I think is really cool. And the next one, remember about what was going through your head when you saw this image?
I didn't realize what it was when I first saw it. I'm sorry. Oh gosh, we were down in Florida on vacation when this was going on. We weren't in Charlottesville, and so we got the TV version, which is always, I think, the extreme parts, even though it was an extreme event. So we were just like, whoa! I mean, this looks like all war has broken out. That was just sad. And it still is such a sad thing that happened. But I do think we recovered, fairly well. I think we're still healing. I think we're still working on things that we learned during it. So I'm thankful for that. But it was a sad time.
Yeah, we did, on the anniversary of this, I think all the guys band together, made a shirt for Heather Hayer, who passed away, and that's something we'll probably do every year, which I think that just tells you the community of Charlottesville and the players really care about this, and it's obviously a big deal. And then lighten up the mood from that. Do you have a guilty pleasure in terms of TV show? Tiger King, that's definitely mine. Mark, I'm not going to speak for you, but
Yes,
I think it is.
Joe Exotic.
where is there a guilty pleasure in terms of the TV show that you tuned into?
Well, I did watch the first 2 episodes of this, and I do intend to watch the rest. It's just kind of like a train, you can't help it.
Yes, that for sure is what it is.
But the first thing that came to mind when I saw this picture is, I don't know if you guys watched the NFL draft, but when Joe got drafted first, LSU quarterback.
That's right.
He's the only real Tiger King. So.
That's awesome, because that actually comes up when you Google Tiger King, that photo of him in his LSU uniform.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's one of the ones that pops up.
This is Mark, Ty's dad.
Oh, yeah.
And TW.
Is that Anna?
We were just talking about when Mark had to take up for you in that drunken.
Oh my gosh, that was great.
Tell Anna, please say hello. Tell her, come on.
Well, I just woke up.
Hello.
How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Anna, do you know TW?
No, we haven't met. Hi, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
We were just talking about guilty pleasure in terms of TV show.
Oh,
We just watched Outer Banks.
And Love is Blind.
Yeah, Love is Blind.
Outer Banks, that's my favorite.
Outer Banks.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet. All right. We'll
Are you a fan of Joe Exotic, Anna?
Yeah, more than Carol Baskins.
Well, I don't be a fan. I'm into the show.
Another show.
I think it's pretty good. We actually didn't finish it, but it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Can't watch it all at once. It's a lot.
What's finishing school been like for you?